The new Spider-Verse movie is out, and with the high cost of everything nowadays, I'm here to let you know if you should see this movie in theaters or save your money. Don't worry, this is a spoiler-free review. If you are looking for spoilers, or if you finish this video and want to know more about what happens, I'll have a link to the spoiler section down in the comments and in the description. Don't worry, Playboy, I got you. It's been 5 whole years since my favorite Spider-Man movie was released in theaters, and God, I've missed it. The main worry I had going into this movie was I felt like there is no way this movie can touch me the way the first one did, and gosh darn it, I was wrong. Is this a good movie? Yes. Did I leave the theater disappointed a little bit? Yeah, but my disappointment was a positive. Now what does that mean? Well, stick around to find out. First off, this is a 2-hour and 20-minute movie, but it doesn't really feel like it. It feels like I was reconnecting with old friends. I honestly felt like this movie wasn't long enough, and that's the biggest praise I can give it. If I give you 2.5 hours of my life and I'm still wanting more, you're doing something right. So, what is this movie about? Well, basically, we are dealing with the backlash from the first movie. The interdimensional machine thingamajigger that blew up sent shockwaves throughout the multiverse. This has been misplacing villains into different universes. To combat this, Spider-Man 2099 creates a Spider Team task force that captures the incursions and sends them back to the rightful universe. Miles finds out about them and wants to be a part of the team. They then team up to take on the brand new enemy named The Spot. The best part to me were the visuals. The colors are incredible and the art of each Spider-Man variant was exciting. I couldn't wait to see who was going to pop up next. I want to tell you my favorite, but I feel it's better if you witness them organically. A lot of their charm was the jokes that they did with the characters, and I don't want to ruin that for you, but there are a lot of flashing lights. If you have epilepsy or can't handle flashing lights, you might want to sit this one out. But the most important part is that Miles is back, baby. Woo! This Miles has obviously grown. He's made his own new suit, he's handling his business, and it even looks like he's had a growth spurt. And speaking of growth spurt, his growth is central to the plot. The conflict between Miles and Spider-Man 2099 plays into Miles' ongoing character arc. According to the co-director of the film, both Miles and Miguel are right to take a stand for their respective beliefs. Miguel becomes an antagonist to Miles, but his goals are very understandable. Some people might side with Miles' perception, but some people are undoubtedly going to side with Spider-Man 2099. A lot of the movie also revolves around Spider-Woman, which a lot of people lovingly refer to as Spider-Gwen. She has many tear-jerking interactions with her father as she buckles under the weight of keeping her superhero secret away from him. But the main attraction by far has to be Spider-Man 2099. Oscar Isaac, which a lot of you might remember from his best role ever as Apocalypse. Don't fight me on this, bros. I'm right. Is having an absolute blast playing the character. I said before, he has a real reason why he and Miles don't see eye to eye, and it's hard to hate him, but I'm still rooting for my boy Miles. One thing I am happy to say is that the trailers make it seem like Miles is going to clash with another Spider character, Spider-Punk, and they are going to fight over Gwen. But thankfully, this is not the case. Spider-Punk is a bro. He stole every scene he was in. If they do decide to do a spin-off of this movie, please, I am begging you, do one on Spider-Punk. The villain of the film, The Spot, has an interesting backstory with Miles that you will not see coming. He starts off as a goofball with weird teleporting powers, but by the end, he is a force to be reckoned with. He goes from a goofy goober to a Thanos level threat, and I am excited to see what they do with him next. Wait, what they do with him next? Do you mean there will be another one? Yes, and that is part of the issue I had. I had no idea this was a trilogy, so I was shocked when I saw the to be continued screen. I don't think I was the only one either, because people in my theater got mad and left as soon as they realized there was no conclusion to the movie. Does it take away from the movie? No, not really. But leaving the theater, I was a little disappointed, but when I woke up today, I was just ecstatic to see the next one. And it just makes me wish I could time travel to March of the next year when Beyond the Spider-Verse releases. There is so much more to say about this movie, but I'm kinda getting worried I might accidentally say a spoiler or two. So let's continue with this conversation over in my spoiler review, which will be linked in the comments and the description. But how would I rate this movie? Thanks to its breathtaking visuals and heartwarming story about growing up and learning to be your own person, I give this movie a 9 out of 10.